Hello again, welcome back to Illegally Sighted. This is BGFH and I'm back for another iOS Low Vision Spotlight video, game video this time. Now before I go any further, I do want to say I have no idea how this video is going to turn out. I hope it goes well because I'm actually using a different piece of recording software, not Fraps this time, to record this video. I've tried to record an iOS game video or two several times lately, and for whatever reason, if I do mirroring without recording, it seems to go okay. But when I add Fraps in, I don't know if it was like a recent iOS 8 update, but like when I'm on the home screen it's fine, but when I go into a game itself, things tend to go south a little bit. So we are going to go to AirPlay on my iPhone 6 Plus. There we are. And we are going to go to our game of the moment. Come on. There we are. So the game we're looking at this time is called Desert Golfing. And this is a game that's been on Twitter a lot. I've seen it on several podcasts or heard it talked about on several podcasts quite a bit. And it's gotten a lot of buzz and people are just addicted to it, and I really hadn't paid attention, but it was just everywhere, and finally I decided to kind of take a look at it and went, okay, you guys are right, this is pretty addictive. So Desert Golfing is not a simulation golf game by any means. I'm not a sports game fan for the most part. Really, my extent of golf in general is Mario Golf, maybe. Sports games in general, maybe a little NFL Blitz, NBA Jam, little NFL 2K, but that's about it. So, Desert Golfing. This is a game, it's a 2D style, kind of not a side scroller, but a 2D side view golf game. So, got your sand on the bottom in your desert sky. Got a ball on the left and a hole somewhere between the somewhere along the right hand side of the right half of the screen. So we've got a pretty straightforward hole here. We've got our ball in the lower left, really straight shot to the hole, and then a hill over to the right. So what I do in Desert Golfing, it's really easy to learn, takes about 5-10 seconds tops. I don't have to be near the ball, but basically I draw a gesture on the screen. So my ball is on the left, my hole is straight across to the right. So I'm going to arc it a little bit up, not much, but I'm going to pull kind of down and to the left. And let's go there. It's not going to be hard enough. I was hoping for a hole in one. Let's do that again. Oh, really? There. Well, that went totally not as I had planned. So, let me just recap what I did there. Basically, I pulled back in the direction where I wanted to go. So, in this case, I want to get up over this first little hill. So, I'm really going to go more down and to the left. Like I'm pulling back. So I don't have to do like the swing and then follow through or anything. Basically, I'm just drawing an angle of where I want the initial ball's momentum to go. So this is another really straightforward one. Let's see if I can do better here. Oh, that's going to be too hard. Yeah, that's too hard. Dang it all. Okay. So now we want to go down and to the right. That far, maybe? Oh, that was horrible. Ugh. Man, I'm taking what should be like a wow. Do it on camera, and I suck. This hole should be super easy. This is almost embarrassing. Now, this game, the holes are random. You never know what holes are going to be next. And when you start the game, They don't give you any instructions. There's really no title screen. It's just, okay, desert golf. Here you go. You got your hole, your ball, your sand, your sky. Go. And that's what this is. So you notice the number up in the upper middle of the screen. That is not what hole I'm on. That's how many strokes I've played so far in this game. It's kind of weird because it's not divided into, 9-hole courses or 18-hole courses. All this is it's a series of randomly generated courses or randomly generated holes in a way, and with obstacles, and you just go. So, like I said, even not knowing how to play the game at all, you just kind of touch the screen and you see this line, you're like, oh, okay, I think I know what this means. And then, you see the farther you pull it back, the longer the line gets, so you're, more powerful. It just takes literally hardly any time at all to learn how to play this. But some of these holes get diabolically evil. There's some that are just like, oh, there's a, there'll be like a really high hill where the hole is, and it's super easy to overshoot it, or there are ledges or cliff kind of things where there's like, yeah, your ball is under here, but guess what? It's not a straight up thing. You actually have to go back because you've got this cliff kind of a lip. So we're just gonna pow this sucker. Oh, not quite hard enough. I backed down a little bit because I thought I would overshoot it, but okay. Let's see if I can get this one in 2. Oh, that's going to be too hard. Okay, that's good, that's good. And yeah, that's acceptable. All right, let's keep her going here. And again, presentation-wise, this is a perfect example of, graphics and presentation isn't everything. There's so many games that just... This is a perfect example of just... You do the bare... Oh, what the hell was that? I hit the lip of that hill. Wow. I'm doing terrible, you guys. But, you don't need killer graphics to make a game really, really fun and very addictive. So let's do this. Alright, I turned what should have been a hole in 1, maybe 2, into a 3-er. Okay, so far they're being fairly generous during this recording. Like I said, I've tried to record this several times so far. Ugh, and it's not gone well. They've given me some doozy holes. Now, I haven't gotten far enough myself to see this, but what's also interesting about desert golfing is that, okay, all these holes are random, but basically I have no idea how many holes there actually are. They're randomly generated, but how many designs they've come up with, or if that's all just kind of random as well. But I know that when they were talking about it on podcasts and stuff... Oh, come on, go back in the hole. Oh, so close. All right, let's do this. Bink. There we go. But they'll just be... It's really weird. This is the base... this is the presentation that you get. Sand and your ball and hole and sky. There's like one level later, way later on or something, where they just throw a cactus in there for no reason or whatever reason. If you play long enough, I've heard on a podcast where like the sky will just very, very subtly change, and you don't even really pay attention, and then when you kind of stop to take a more look at it, it's like, oh, you know what? Hey, the sky has actually changed color a little bit. Just these weird little subtle... Oh, what the hell was that? That was really dumb. Let's do that again. Come on. Oh, see, that should have been... I was going to say that should have been a hole in 1, but I didn't quite make it there anyway. Curses. Here we are. All right. But just little weird things that they'll do, like you think it's one thing, and then they just kind of mess with you a little bit, change up some minor little thing just to see if you were paying attention or if you're just in the zone. What I love about this game, though, Desert Golfing, is there are certain games, and quite a few of them that I've covered on the channel for iOS so far. There are certain games that just lend themselves really well to not only a touch screen, but just a portable game in general. Like I said, I think I've said in other videos, where when I upgraded to my 6 Plus, oh, bounce in, yes, hole in one. I actually got one on video. Fantastic. Sorry, distraction. Shiny object. When I upgrade to a new phone, typically I don't restore from a backup. 2 in a row. Hot damn. Nice. Another hole in one. I manually download or re-download apps that I really want on my new device. And I do it partly because, you know, I've made my opinion clear of what I think of iTunes. Not a fan, and that was not hard enough. Crap. But the reason I also don't restore from a backup is because I want to clean the fridge a little bit. I download a lot of apps. I download a lot of games, both for personal curiosity, for work, for this channel's purposes. I'm like, this would be kind of interesting to cover on the channel. And I did the same mistake again. I can tell that I'm not really concentrating anymore. This should not be a hard hole, but I'm talking, and as a result, I'm doing horribly. Thank you. Get in the dang hole. So, when I updated to my iPhone 6 Plus, I didn't put a lot of... There's a whole bunch of apps that I had on my iPhone 5 that I didn't put on my 6 Plus. Especially games. I've tried several, you know what I mean, because there's so many like $1 games, free games, whatever. Oh, and you're going to go right off the screen. I hate you. So that's what happens. You've seen it a little bit before. If the ball goes off the right side of the screen, it'll just appear in its original starting spot and give you another stroke. Count another stroke up there toward the top for the current hole. But like I said, there are certain things that just make a really good mobile game, and it doesn't have to be, you know, super high console level production values. It doesn't have to be, in fact, for the most part, I would rather not have it be a game with shoehorned console controls into it, you know, virtual analog sticks and virtual buttons, and oh my god, this is horrible. I apologize. Oh my god. At least you can laugh at me. And there are just certain games, though, that really lend themselves to like an iPhone game. And those are the ones that that keep it simple. And those are the ones that I put onto my iPhone 6 Plus. So we have things like, you know, like I said, the simpler and more straightforward, the better. Simple doesn't mean bad. I mean, in a lot of cases, simple is really what I want for a game like this. I have things like Jetpack Joyride, Fruit Ninja, Tiny Wings. All of those games I regularly go back to when I have a few minutes. And they work great as portable games. They work great as iPhone games. And this is definitely going to be one of them. 3 is another perfect example. You know, super addictive, and it's not simple by any means. I mean, it's you really got to stay on your toes to get very far on that one. And this is going to be one of those that I can easily see myself coming back to. It's super straightforward in controls. Super easy to play. I can play it for, 5 minutes while I'm waiting for a meeting to start, or I can play it for an hour while watching a show on TV or watching football or something. And just, something pretty simple to distract as a distraction. Ooh, is that going to be hard enough? Oh, come on. Okay. As long as you don't fall down that hill, I'm happy. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, what else is there to say about desert golfing? Not much, really. This is desert golfing. That's what this is. It's 2D. Very straightforward. Very simple. I mean, it looks, especially in the holes where I've done terribly, I mean, it looks really easy. And, oh, so this hole, this could be a little tricky if I don't do it right. But, it looks very simple, but it can be very challenging, especially if you have a distraction in the background and you're not fully paying attention, like I'm doing dialogue here. So I think if I were to get close to this, arc it almost straight up. God, how high do I want to go? I want to make sure to get it high, and no, don't fall. Damn it. That's what I thought was going to happen. All right. Let's try. Oh, God, how high? I don't know how high to hit. Oh, and then I hit the lip of it. I think what I'll do is I will finish this hole, if I can, and then I will call the video. Alright, well, that went better than it could have. Alright. So, yeah, not much else to say, but this is Desert Golfing. It is available for the iOS. It is available for the iPhone. The iPad works well on both. I've played it on both, and it's really fun. Really simple, straightforward. Takes really no time to learn it, but a lot harder than it looks at times, and pretty darn addictive. So another great mobile game for you guys to check out. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like the video, subscribe, tell your friends. Always looking for more traffic, and hope you guys like the video. And until next time, I will talk to you guys again later.